Seriously, it will work. You just have to spit on them.
I don't think so. I'm not putting mud on my knees.
Well, then you have scraped knees.
Ouch, how'd you scrape your knees?
A minor bike accident. I forgot to put on my knee pads.
And now they look horrible.
That's not nice.
Hold on there a minute. Blake, why do you want to put mud on them?
You know the story about Jesus and the spit and the mud.
I'm sure Jesus wouldn't spit on anything.
Well, actually, he did, Isabella, and Gigi will tell you all about it later. But first, we should help Bella clean off her knees and get some Band-Aids. That will help until your mom comes and picks you up.
Thanks, Duke. That makes me feel a lot better.
Breaking news from Jerusalem Central. Jesus and his disciples have been traveling from city to city. Some strange things are happening. Jesus is performing miracles. Bird Brain Betty is on site now.
Yes, Dixie, I have been following them around, and there's a lot of chaos that follows him. Thousands of people trying to hear what he has to say. Jesus has many followers, but unfortunately, he has few people that don't like him, and they're always looking for reasons to not believe that he is the Messiah.
Have you seen Jesus and the disciples lately? Where are they now?
Earlier, they were talking to the blind man. You know, the guy who has not been able to see since birth? The disciples wanted to know who had sinned to make this man blind. Jesus showed them that no one sinned for it. He was blind to show the works of God. Then he bent down and, well, I'm not close enough to see the details. I'll fly over and check it out.
Thank you, Betty. Meanwhile, the Pharisees are keeping a close eye on Jesus. They seem to be upset because he doesn't follow their rules. If you see anything suspicious, or even better yet, if you witness a miracle of Jesus, please call 888-555-5555. This is Dixie reporting live from Jerusalem Central.
Well, hello everybody and welcome to the lab. I'm Professor T and I'm once again joined by a couple very special guests. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Who do we have over here?
Otto.
Otto. How about over here?
Jakayla.
Jakayla. Well, it's good to have you here today, and as you can see, what do we have in front of us?
Play-Doh.
Play-Doh. You guys enjoy Play-Doh?
Yes.
What are some things you like to make with Play-Doh?
Food, sometimes.
Food? Do you eat the Play-Doh?
No.
No, we don't eat Play-Doh. That's a good answer. Yeah, we don't eat Play-Doh. What else? What do you like to make with Play-Doh?
More food.
More food. Well, I guess we like to make food with Play-Doh.
I like making shapes sometimes.
And yeah, that's a lot of fun things we can make with Play-Doh. And in today's lesson, Jesus healed a blind man, but he did it on the Sabbath, which is kind of like our Sunday. But there were people, you guys want to say Pharisees?
Pharisees.
The Pharisees did not like that Jesus did it on the Sabbath. They thought he was supposed to obey all of their rules, and they told Jesus what he could do. Should we be telling Jesus what he can do?
Nope.
No, what should we be doing? Should we let Jesus tell us what to do? Is that a better idea, Otto?
Yeah.
Should we listen to Jesus?
Yeah.
You're right. So, what I need you to do, go ahead and take this, and you take this mold, so you have some cheese, you have some bread.
Yay.
Go ahead and put your Play-Doh into that mold. So go ahead and make some cheese, and you make some bread. We're gonna make sure you're doing good. There we go. Get some cheese. You guys said you like to make food, so we have some cheese mold, or some food molds for you. All right, there you go. Doing good. Your bread's coming along. Your cheese is coming along. Is it rotten cheese? No. No. Is it gonna be good cheese?
Yes.
All right. Is that moldy bread? Oh, that's good. So I can eat that bread? All right. All right, and after you're done making your molds, go ahead and put them on your plate. There you go. Are they coming out? Uh-oh. Are they stuck? That's all right. We're going to leave them in there. That's okay. So, now, we have some bread over here, and we have... So, if we had this bread here, and I told Jesus, Jesus, you have to be bread, right? You have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do exactly what I want you to do. Is that what we should do?
No.
No! And what if Jesus says, well, I think this is like lettuce or something. We're gonna call this lettuce. Jesus says, well, I need you to do this. And he says, you need to be like lettuce. But we're already cheese, right? We need to do what Jesus says, so what should we do?
Become lettuce.
Become lettuce, and we gotta do what Jesus says, right? So whenever we play with Play-Doh or look at Play-Doh, we should remember we need to do what Jesus tells us to do, right?
Right.
Absolutely. Well, everyone say bye to the kids. Thank you everyone for joining us.
Bye.
Breaking news from Jerusalem Central. Birdbrain Betty is calling in with an update.
Dixie, I got closer to Jesus, the disciples, and the blind man. It's kind of gross, but I think you should know what happened.
Betty, how gross. Do you think our friends can handle it?
Yeah. Okay, here goes. Jesus spit on the ground and made mud with his saliva.
What? That is gross.
And that's not even the gross part. He put the mud on the blind man's eyes. Ah!
You have to be joking.
I'm not joking. Spit mud on his eyes. It's the truth. Jesus told the man to go wash in the pool of Siloam. So the man walked away, mud and all.
Well, what's the rest of the story?
I don't know yet. I just wanted to give you a quick update. I'm on my way to the pool of Siloam now.
Thank you, Betty. Well, folks, there you have it. I don't understand what is going on, but I'm sure Betty will tell us all about it. This is Dixie reporting live from Jerusalem Central.
Well, hey everyone, we're about to do our memory verse. And before we get into this chocolate right here, we're going to learn the memory verse. Our memory verse is found in John chapter 2, verse 5. And it says, whatever he says to do, do it. And whenever it says whatever he says, that's saying whatever Jesus says. But we're not just going to say our memory verse. We're going to do what we always do. We're going to put some actions to it. So you guys ready to repeat after me?
Yes.
All right. Say, whatever
Whatever
he says
he says
to do, do it.
do it.
John
John
5:2.
5:2.
B.
B.
All right, we're going to say it one more time. Here we go again. Everyone say, whatever
Whatever
he says
he says
to do,
to
do it.
do it.
John
John
5:2.
5:2.
B.
B.
And what that means is just the second part of John chapter 5, verse 2. So now we know the memory verse. We know we're supposed to do whatever Jesus tells us to do. And we're learning about a blind man. And Jesus spit in some mud and put it over the man's eyes. And so you have some mud in front of you, but it's not actually mud. We have chocolate in front of us. So what I'm going to need you to do really soon, you're going to have to dig through the chocolate, grab all of your memory verse pieces and line them up on your egg sheet right there. You guys know what to do? Are you ready? All right, 3, 2, 1, go! There, your last one. Nicely done, everyone. Put your hands in the air. Woo! Celebrate, celebrate!
Busy to be here bringing you facts about animal lives. I buzzed over to the zoo the other day and found out some interesting information about how different God made eyes. He sure is creative. Let's start with chameleons. A chameleon can move each eye independently of the other, allowing the animal to simultaneously look in 2 different directions with a full 360-degree view. Just like a camera lens with a zoom, chameleons can focus their eyes and enlarge what they are looking at. Giant clams may be big, but their eyes are pinhole size. Each clam has several hundred of these tiny eyes on the exposed part of its fleshy mantle. When one of these clams detects dark objects moving nearby, it withdraws its mantle towards its shell. Crabs are unable to move their eyes, but the creatures have an excellent visual field that helps them spot predators and prey. For instance, the fiddler crab can see all around itself, including overhead. The crocodile has a layer of reflective, mirrored crystals behind its retinas. During the day, a pigment in these crystals acts like a pair of sunglasses. But at night, the pigment cells go backwards. This allows the crocodile to see in the dark. Goats have distinctive rectangular-shaped eyes. But why? The answer has to do with survival. A goat's oddly shaped pupils likely help it scan the horizon for predators. Despite their 8 eyes, most spiders have bad vision. That's in part why they use webs to catch prey. But the jumping spider has excellent vision, which helps it pinpoint prey it can tackle. Geckos clean their gem-like eyeballs, which are either lidless or covered by clear eyelids, with a quick lick of the tongue. Penguins have extraordinary eyes that help them hunt underwater and explore on land. They also have strong eye muscles that can change the shape of the lens when the birds are on land or in the water. Shark corneas are similar to human corneas, which is why they have been in human transplants. Camels have 3 eyelids. This is to protect their eyes from sand blowing in the desert. A camel's eyelashes can measure up to 10 centimeters long to protect its eyelashes from blowing sand and debris in the desert. Owls cannot move their eyeballs, which has led to the distinctive way they turn their heads almost all the way around. An owl can see a moving mouse more than 150 feet away. Well, friends, those are just a few fun facts about the eyes of my friends. That was some interesting information. I need to get busy and find out some other animals. Thanks for buzzing around with me. I'm Busy the Bee.
Breaking news from Jerusalem Central! After Jesus told the blind man to go wash in the pool of Siloam, I followed him there. He did just as Jesus told him, and guess what? He washed the mud off his eyes and now he can see. It's a miracle! More and more people are seeing and hearing about the miracles of Jesus. The neighbors of the blind man didn't believe that it was him at first because he's always been blind, even as a little boy. He told them that Jesus made some mud out of his spit and put it on his eyes. Then he went to wash them off in the pool and he could see. They all wanted to know where Jesus went, but he didn't know. What will Jesus do next? Where did he go? You better believe I'll be flying around to find him again. This is Betty reporting live from Jerusalem Central.
Hey boys and girls, today we're going to be making pizza pockets.
Oh, I love pizza.
Me too, and this is a fun way to make some pizza. Are you ready, Duke?
Why are we making pizza to put in our pockets?
Well, it's not quite to go in our pockets, but our pizza's going to kind of look like a pocket.
Oh, that makes more sense.
We're going to take our dough here and we're going to put all the pizza stuff inside, and then we're going to fold it up so it kind of looks like we're putting all the stuff in a pocket.
Like a stromboli.
Like a stromboli. You're right, Mr. Italian Duke.
I like strombolis.
You like strombolis? Well, I already laid out my dough here. I'll unroll it for you, and then you can, because it's a little sticky, and then you can put it on your plate so that you can put all your pizza goodness inside. There you go. Perfect. And we have just little croissant rolls here. And so I'm just going to go ahead and pinch the little dividers that it has, because it wants us to cut it in pieces, but we want rectangles for our thing. So I'm just going to squish it so it doesn't come open.
Am I doing a good job?
That's great. That looks wonderful. So now we're going to go ahead.
I'm not allowed to pinch my sister.
Oh, yeah. No, we do not want to pinch our brothers or sisters.
But we can pinch pizza.
We can pinch pizza. Yes, that's a good thing to pinch. So I'm going to go ahead and pour just a little bit of sauce on one side, because we're going to try to keep it all on one side of our pizza.
That looks really fun.
That does look really fun. Do you want to do it?
Well, I really want to, but you probably should.
Oh, okay. We'll just pour a little bit right here on that side. Perfect.
That's a good job.
Thank you. Now we're going to go ahead and should we put cheese or pepperoni next?
Both.
Both at the same time?
Oh, you mean one at a time?
Yeah.
Then let's do the cheese first.
Cheese first. Okay. So I'm just going to pour a little bit. Again, we're going to put it right on the sauce, just on one side, so we can fold our pocket over. Here you go. You can use the rest of the cheese. Perfect. And now we're going to use pepperoni. So you can put a little pepperoni or a lot of pepperoni. Just depends on whatever you like.
A lot of pepperoni. A lot of pepperoni.
I thought you might lot of pepperoni, so I got you a whole bunch.
Thanks.
So you want me to pop it on?
Yeah, let's count them.
Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
That's great.
11.
I
Perfect.
like the number 11.
That is a good number. I like that number too. So now we're going to take our biscuits here and we're going to fold it right over like this. So it's
That looks kind of hard. Would you mind doing that for me?
Sure, I'll do that for you. We'll fold it right over. There we go. We're trying to keep all your stuff inside.
I like a lot of stuff.
Yes, we do. We like lots of stuff in our pizza. So then we're going to take a fork and we're going to go ahead and just pinch the edges.
Oh, we get to pinch again.
We get to do more pinching, more pizza pinching, not sister pinching, right, Duke?
That's right.
So we're gonna pinch all the edges
Just because
together.
she's a crybaby, that's why I can't pinch her.
Oh, well, that's not a nice thing to say about your sister.
What, that she's a baby and she cries?
I guess. So do you want to go ahead and pinch your edges? Just don't pinch me with it. I would say that's pretty well pinched. Good job.
I like it.
I think it looks good. So now we're going to take these and we're going to put them on a pan and we're going to put them in the oven at about 350 degrees. We're going to have our parents help us, right?
That's right, because I can't touch the oven.
Yes, we'll make sure we'll have an adult help us and keep it in there for as long as the biscuits say, probably about 10 minutes or so. And then when the top is all golden brown, it's going to look like this.
Oh my goodness, that's so yummy.
Doesn't that look delicious? And let's cut it open to see what the inside looks like.
Pastor Travis is going to be so jealous.
I think so too. Maybe we'll have to share with him a little bit.
Well, maybe.
Maybe. Ooh, doesn't that look good?
Oh, that looks so
Ooey
yummy.
Gooey cheese and pepperoni. Yum. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and we're going to enjoy our pizza, aren't we, Duke?
Thank you, boys and girls.
Hey boys and girls, Birdbrain Betty and Dixie told you all about Jesus healing the blind man, but I wanted to read you the Bible truth right here from the Word of God. You can find this Bible truth in John chapter 9. John chapter 9 says, as Jesus went along, he saw a man blind from birth. His disciples asked him, Rabbi, that means teacher, who sinned, this man or his parents, that made him blind? Jesus said, the man or his parents did not sin to make him blind. This happened so the work of God might be displayed in his life. Jesus was about to show his disciples and other people that he was able to heal. So, having said this, Jesus spit on the ground and made some mud with the saliva and put it on the man's eyes? It's kind of weird and gross. Go, he told him, wash in the pool of Siloam. So the man went and washed his eyes and came home seeing. Wow, the mud made him see? Or was that just Jesus showing his disciples that he was the one that was doing the healing? Spitting in the mud is kind of weird though, don't you think? Well, the blind man's neighbors and those who formerly seen him begging said, "Isn't this the same man who used to sit and beg for food and money?" Some said, "Oh yeah, that's him." But others said, "No, he only looks like him." But guess what? He told them all, "I am that man." "Well, how were your eyes open?" they demanded. He said, "The man they called Jesus made some mud and put it on my eyes. He told me to go to Siloam and wash. So I went and washed, and then I could see." "Where is this man?" they asked him. "I don't know," he said. Well, that's an interesting way to end the story, isn't it? Jesus was going from city to city, healing the sick and helping all of the people who needed to be helped, and the disciples were right there with him. Wouldn't that be really cool to be a disciple, to be able to follow Jesus and see all of these miracles? Well, guess what, boys and girls? Jesus still heals today, and he could heal you if you're sick. Sometimes it might not be a boo-boo or something like cancer, but it might just be that our hearts are hurting a little bit. Did you know that Jesus could heal hearts too? I'm going to pray with you, and if you have something that you want Jesus to heal, I want you to think about it and really put it in your heart and ask Jesus to heal you today. Dear Jesus, thank you so much for allowing us to read this Bible truth about you healing the blind man. And God, I ask that if anybody needs to be healed physically, if something hurts on their body, God, that you would heal them just like you healed the blind man. And if any of my friends' hearts are hurting, the insides, their emotions, if any of that is hurting, I'm asking that you would heal that too. And we know that you can, just like you did back when you were here on earth. We thank you, and we know that you can do it. In Jesus' name, amen. Do you believe in healing? I sure do. I know that he healed the blind man, and I know that he could heal you or your family or your friends too. Make sure you read this Bible truth in John chapter 9 with your family.
How are your knees, Bella?
They feel much better. Thank you, Duke. I'll definitely wear my knee pads next time.
Great idea. Hopefully you won't fall anymore, but just in case you do, they will help a lot.
Thanks for praying for me too, Duke. I think that really helped a lot.
I sure believe it. We can ask God to heal us anytime we don't feel good, and he can heal us just like he healed the blind man.
Without the mud and spit.
Yes, without the mud and spit.